I don't know you, but you're just like me. Like we like to do shit and we like to feel that we're doing stuff that we're being productive. But if we're not careful, we spend most of our time doing stuff for other people or doing stuff that's not important or urgent for anyone. So what I like to do is,
Brother, welcome to another episode of the Elite Game Podcast. You probably, just like me, are a type of man that likes to build big shit. You like to build stuff that makes a difference. Not just any business, but a business that will provide you and your family with freedom, that can impact other people, that it can impact society, that it can leave a legacy, on and on. You want to build a marriage that's not just good, that it feels amazing, that's deeply connected. You want to build a family in a home that becomes the standard for other men just like you. So if you're like me and wants to build big shit, then there is a trap that if we're not careful, that every entrepreneur falls because either nobody told them about this trap or because they're too busy doing shit that they don't stop to actually look at what they're doing. And if the thing that they're doing is the thing that's going to produce the most results instead of just keeping busy. Here's what I mean. Every day we're doing shit. Every day we're moving around. Every day when I get to the office, I have shit to do, just like you. How do you go about your day? Are you strategic? Do you know what you're going to tackle when you get to the office on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday? Or do you get to your office and you just open up your inbox and start reacting to what other people want from you? So how do you go about your day? Here's how I go about my day. And this is something that I wanted to talk about now because I watched an older video from one of my coaches. And it just reminded me of this incredible notion that I think you should share with every entrepreneur out there because it can really spike up your production levels to just massive amounts. So here it is. I did not come up with this concept. And I cannot tell you who came up with this concept because I don't remember. But here it is. I like to group the stuff that I do every day that I have to get done in my business in 4 different quadrants. You have the shit that's important and not urgent over here on the top left. And then on the top right, you have stuff you need to do that's important and urgent. And then on the bottom, you have stuff that it's not important but urgent and stuff that's not important and it's not urgent. Now let's define what I consider stuff that's important but not urgent. This is the stuff that if you don't do today, you feel like it's not a big deal because you can always get it done tomorrow. Versus the stuff on this side that's urgent and important is the stuff that you need to address now, today. For example, you have a delivery that it can get done because the driver called off or something happened to the driver, so you have to get somebody else to cover for the driver. You have to get somebody else to deliver the order. Now, that's an example of something that it's important and urgent that needs to get done. You need to do that. You need to get that done. Stuff that's important but not urgent is stuff that if you do it today is going to allow your business to develop way faster. I'm going to give you an example. I'm setting up an event in Portugal for 12 entrepreneurs, high-level entrepreneurs. And this event is in August 2nd. Now, I can wait So 30 days prior, 45 days, to launch my landing page and my campaign and my marketing to start getting the leads that I need to get, right? And I know that if I don't do that this week, eventually it's going to come a day that it's going to be important and urgent and I need to get it done. So I choose to do that this week so it gets done. So it gives me more time. So it saves me from the pressure and the headache to have it to get it done probably in a faster mode or in a way that's not really how I want, but I need to launch it anyway because I have 30 days to go. So I decide to put that under my important and not urgent group. By doing this week, then that's going to allow me to focus on what is important and urgent the rest of the week. But I already got this thing done, this most important thing that I need to get done. But I could have done it next week or the week after or the week after. But I choose to do it today. So over here, you have the important but not urgent stuff. Over here, you have the stuff that's important and urgent. These are the things that move your business. These are the things that you need to get done before you do everything else here on the bottom. And over here, you have stuff that's important. You have stuff that's urgent but not important. Why? This is stuff that's urgent for other people but not important to you. And how often do we get caught up in this vacuum of disaster, of reacting to other people's needs? Shit that doesn't even matter to me. It's not important to me, but it's important for the other person. It's urgent to get done for the other person, but you leave everything behind and you go take care of it. Now, it doesn't make the business move forward. It's stuff that eventually it will need to get done. True. But in order of importance, it is not important to you. And finally, here on this side is all the things that you just need to keep away from, man, because it will drag you down this pit of quicksand where you spend hours and hours, sometimes daily, doing shit that's not important and it doesn't matter and it's not urgent for you or anyone. Stuff like browsing Instagram and reply to notifications on LinkedIn. Like shit that you should not be doing ever. It's not important and that's not urgent. Leave it alone. So, important, not urgent. Important and urgent. Not important, urgent. And not important or not urgent. If you focus on these two over here on the top, if you are able to spend 90% of your time doing this, how much do you think that your business would progress, would grow? Dude, I don't know you, but you're just like me. Like, we like to do shit and we like to feel that we're doing stuff that will be productive. But if we're not careful, we spend most of our time doing stuff for other people or doing stuff that's not important or urgent for anyone. So what I like to do is, in the beginning of the week, have a strategy in place. So when I go to my office, I know the shit that I'm going to tackle first. And that is the important stuff that's not urgent, that I could probably do next week or next month, but I choose to do today. Then after that, I tackle the important and urgent stuff that needs to be handled today so the business runs. And then if I have time, in the ideal world, I spend the rest of my day doing the stuff that's not important but urgent and helping other people. And then if it's really a perfect day, I spend 0 time on Instagram, which never fucking happens, right? So this is a game of trying to level up. This is a game of trying to get better. This is a game of getting to a point where you spend 80% of your time actually being productive, because it's never going to be 100%. It will never be, because you're not a machine. So the ability to look at and strategize all the tasks that you need to get done, all the projects you need to get done in your month, in your week, and in your day is really a difference maker, man, between an entrepreneur that's actually producing and growing the business and one that's not. Right? So try it out. Try to group on Sunday, on Saturday, in the beginning of the week, Monday morning. Try to group all the things that you need to do. Here's what I like to do. I love whiteboards. I love whiteboards. So I go on Monday morning and I fill my whiteboards up, all three of them, with things I need to get done. Then I label them. Okay, this is important, this is not important. This is important, this is not important. And then I label them again. This is urgent, not urgent. Urgent, not urgent. And then I group them. So then visually, I know what I should be focusing on and not should be focusing on. And maybe that will help you. Maybe that will help you organize your week in a way that you become more productive. Because let's face it, bro. Let's face it. If you spend a whole year being busy and going over here, going over there, and making that phone call and answering that email, and then at the end of the year, you look at your business growth and it's almost zero, or you grew 3%, which is basically not growing because that's inflation, right? If you look at the business and you're not growing, then that means that the things that you're doing are not the things that you should be doing. So let's revisit that. And let's start grouping the tasks in their specific label so you can know which ones to tackle. The important shit that needs to get done today, that will move the needle, that will make you more money. Try it out. And then let me know what happens. The elite game that I like to play, in the level that I like to play, it requires for me to go and revisit shit that I learned before. And this is good to me. This is therapeutical to me to actually relearn the shit that I learned and then teach you or tell you or share with you what I've learned. One of the selfish reasons I do that is because it allows my brain to process what I learn or relearn in a deeper way. And hopefully it would stick to me this time. You can have anything you want in life, brother. But it requires for us to be strategic. See you next time.